What's up, good people? I'm so excited to be doing this special segment for the Call to Unite. I come to you today not as Danny Wright, the community champion, co-founder of Good Projects, nor as Coach Red Mohawk, the superhero my young mentees see me as, but instead as one person among 7 billion globally, as someone that knows the power of human potential and knows the greatness you have, and is challenging you now to choose now to step into your greatness. I chose to do my segment in front of the United States Supreme Court because it represents principles of equality, liberty, and justice. People across the world have lived for, marched for, and died for those very principles. Yet, it's in this building where decisions such as separate but equal were upheld with the intention for a fairer world, but simply missed the mark. And it took people like me, people like us, people like you, people willing to stand up, speak up, and find the strength within to live up to our ideals. These steps represent decades of struggle and strife, centuries of challenging ourselves individually, culturally, ethnically, to redefine what it means to be courageous. But they also symbolize how uncommon people can come together and unite for unprecedented results. In just 2 generations, we've seen some of the most remarkable scientists and researchers, the most diverse corporate and political structures, and the most loving generation this world has ever seen. It's because of so many individuals willing to do more for others than for themselves that we can live and work for a better world. We don't know all the answers. No one does. But what we do know is that our predecessors gave us so much that we have a responsibility to pay it forward. We have a responsibility to earn their sacrifices. We have a responsibility to earn their trust and hope in us, a responsibility to earn our lives. 5 years ago, my good friend Ty Williams took a devastating blow during one of our Georgetown football games. That blow left him paralyzed. But from that day to this very day, Ty has made a decision that he would fight. Ty got up on stage and walked across graduation. I want us to take a moment to hear from Ty about what it takes to truly be courageous when faced with adversity. What's up, Ty? Can you give us a quick spiel about what it means to be courageous when faced with unforeseen circumstances and what you personally do each day to make that happen?
Danny, I think the best way to work courage during times of despair is to really look inward and focus on our past experiences and the positivity that we still have in our lives. When I broke my neck and became paralyzed 5 years ago playing football, I thought my life was over. I had nothing below the neck at the time. My dreams of playing in the NFL were gone, and I really thought about giving up. But I decided to look inward, and I decided that's not what I wanted with my life. I wasn't going to allow this injury or the despair to define me.
Yeah.
I decided that I was going to realize my dream of walking in, and to do that, I needed to do whatever I could do, what I could control, and that was going to therapy and taking care of myself as best as possible. And 4 years later, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm a lot closer than I was the day before, and I take pride in that. We all have the ability to overcome despair as long as we decide that that's our only option. We can all do it. We've done it before, and I think we just need to remember that, especially during this time. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Ty. You're such an inspiration for all of us. Good people, understand that it's stories like Ty's, stories of our grandparents after World War II, after the Great Depression, that show we will get through this. We don't need to look to our grandparents for inspiration. That inspiration is right in front of us, right now. For all the Thais in the world, for all the people that have given us so much, for all the healthcare workers, the first responders, the servicemen and women, the frontline staff and unsung heroes that are keeping our economies going, it's not enough to just stop and say thank you. We have to do more. For all those that do for us and our loved ones, we have to do for other people as well. It's time for us to grab the mirror and challenge ourselves to be great. to take a stand and make that commitment. We've lived in the shadows of great people for far too long. It's time for us to step into the sunlight and redefine what it means for us to be great. Do good and do it now. Be a better citizen, a better neighbor, a better friend, a better person. Step into your greatness. You got this. Danny Wright, Washington, D.C.